Hi everybody, I'm back. A lot is happening, isn't there? The Lion's Gate is approaching. We've had major shifts all year, and in the last 3 days it has been a lot more intense, right? A lot of moving within your inner work, a lot of work to do with your mental health and emotional health. It has to do a lot with where are you at and what is it that you don't want. Because if you're hanging on to things that are not for your highest good, it's just going to cause a lot of trouble. So I'm just going to invite some people. So if you come on, please say hello, because it's been a while since I've been on, right? And a lot has happened for me, as you've all seen. Okay, so I just want to know if you can hear me, you're not having problems seeing me. I'm just checking. Here I am. Right. Let's see. Delete. Okay. Yes. So just giving me a second to just get myself together. Let me see. It's done. Hi Joe, thank you for being here. Nice to see you. What are you saying? Coming through fine. Great. Room's a little bit dark, but anyway. And camera's not making my skin look all right either. Anyway, so let's get on with it, shall we? It's been intense. And anybody on this path will tell you that it's been intense. Because the intensity is like dragon's breath. It has to move through your being, your structure, to remove what doesn't work. And that's really important right now. Because if something isn't working for you, it will become toxic. So you need to remove it. Even if you don't like the idea of removing it, you need to remove it. The Lion's Gate that we're coming to means a heightened vibration of energy that is streaming into the planet so you can fulfill your highest purpose. Thanks, Joe. Archangel Gabriel, yes, well, we have up-leveled our connection, and I'm sure that his energy moves through me all the time now. And I channel him in a very different way. I close my eyes now and he speaks. It's really interesting how that works. So let's get back to the energy, right? The energy is telling you that you can't stay where you're at if you're not happy. You can't stay doing what you think is happiness. You need to change it. Change is the big word here. Change, 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 right? Have you noticed how you're being pushed to change things? Have you noticed how you might be stumbling or falling and you don't have a steady foot on the ground because the intensity of this energy shift that's occurring is, thousands times more than what we've ever had. Now, there are many of you who are doing the inner work, right? And that's great. You got to keep doing the inner work. You got to keep confronting and facing the negativity within your own energy field. Because when you clean your energy field, it becomes a lot more expansive and a lot more lighter. But let's continue with, now if you have a question for me, please put it in the comments because I can see it on my PC, on my laptop. Right, so what I would like you to do is just take a breath with me. Just take a breath. Inhale, exhale, and just relax. Relax the mind, the body, your emotions. Because you'll be interested to know that, okay, so everything's going fine, I'm hearing? Okay, but you have to go deeper. You have to go deeper. There is a deeper level of you that you haven't seen yet. And the new energies are wanting you to go deeper. Now, I'm sure you've heard this on Facebook and everywhere, right? Now, for me personally, I don't really go reading any of that. So you're just getting raw information from me. And a lot of my experiences, right? Since the 14th of May, I had to make some massive changes in my life because the energies kept pushing me. The energies kept saying you can't stay here anymore if you want to vibrate in a higher frequency. And that's what the Lion's Gate is about this time. If you want to have a frequency of a higher vibration, say at the end of 4D and coming into 5D, you need to really look at what your life is looking like, your 3D self. Because it's your 3D self that needs to make the adjustment to the new energy field. Because you've already done the work, right? You're already doing the spiritual work. You're already doing the energy work. You're confronting everything about yourself that needs to change. And so what is required now is for your 3D world to do the same. Now, remember, 3D, 4D, 5D, it's all a matter of vibration. Those numbers and letters are, the frequency of your consciousness. And we're all striving to lift it, aren't we? We're all striving to be better people. So I'm encouraging you to continue being the better person you are every day. The lion roars, right? It's not all purring like a pussycat. And right now, the lion is roaring because it needs you to understand many aspects of yourself within layers of yourself that you haven't seen. And that's the challenge, right? Because faith comes in, trust. Am I doing the right thing? Am I making the right decisions for myself? It's going to unravel all and everything that you thought you knew about yourself. Believe me. So there's some light language coming through. So wherever you are, remember you can't drive. Listen to the light language, and I'm offering you some healing. Now, the energy that I hold with Gabriel now, just imagine it's a hose of golden light. And when I speak his energy, it's like the hose is turned on, right? So that's how it is now. And the golden light is like dragon's breath. It will melt metal. It will melt what does not work for you. And what will happen is the process will begin. So you need to accept this or not. Up to you. You need to say, yes, I accept this, or no. Remember, you have free will. And the lion's roar is saying to you, you need to exercise your free will. Because free will is how you manifest. Because you're giving your free will to higher source, trusting that everything is going to work out the way it needs to. That's when you need to dig deep into your faith. Do I have enough faith to understand that when I move forward, I'm going to be okay, right? And as humans, right? As humans, we we panic. Anxiety comes up. Tears are flowing, right? Because you're trying to let go of the old way of understanding. Because to go into 5D, now remember, let me clarify that. To go into 5D, it's a unconscious thing. What does that mean? It means that you need to go deep, dig deep into your unconscious mind, your unconscious, your subconscious, because that's where you manifest from. You can say all the affirmations you like. You can write it all down as many times as you want. But if you truly don't believe that you are worthy of something in your life, the unconscious mind will create the scenario to show you that it's not your belief. And you're sitting there and you're wondering, oh my God, what am I doing? Why isn't this working? Because there's a lot of ideas and a lot of information in the spiritual community that is not working anymore. Because you need to go beyond the surface of your understanding. Now let's kind of pull that back into the human life, right? That means so you have to make a decision and you've got to change your life, because you know that at the other side of that is going to bring abundance, opportunity, safety. You're going to be seen, you're going to be heard, you're going to be doing all those things, right? Because you'll be surprised in your current situation where you're not being heard, where you're not being seen. And so if you say to the universe, I give you my free will to show you what is of my highest good, and that is a powerful statement. The universe, God, the one that, has the creation of all things, will show you what doesn't work first. Now, as always, you take it or leave it, okay? As always, you choose what you want to take from this. But this is what I had to do, right? So I use myself as an example. And remember, I'm be your true self. So I have to be true to myself. I have to be so bluntly honest with myself that I have to make changes that may not feel okay at the time. So what did I do? I divorced my 25 years of marriage because I wasn't being seen. I wasn't being heard. I was being taken for granted. And that's not saying that the other person is an awful person, because he's not. What I'm saying is, if things are not working for you, you have to make a decision to let go of something in your current state so you can move into a new vibration of understanding and abundance. That's how manifestation works. It comes from your unconscious mind. The basement, I call it the basement. So I'm going to bring some light language through so I can see some of you are here. Please say hello. Let me see that you're here. Little thumbs up, little hearts, the usual thing. Now, what I would like to say to you is keep going. Be the best version of yourself. Don't worry about what other people are saying or doing, right? Because I've come to my life where I don't care what people think of me anymore. I certainly don't. What that means is I'm not worried about what other people think. Am I too loud? Am I not enough? Am I, not psychic enough? Because I know I'm very much psychic, and I know I'm very much inner work person, and I know I'm very much Gabriel. So these things about myself have up-leveled enough for me to feel confident. So this is what the energy is asking about you. What is it about yourself that is shining so brightly that the world needs to see it? What is it about your decision making that can help you move forward, right? Hatosao nomnikte, halutuktao pa lamhamne, Hamana shalaru. Hataimnikdea salarimna hanikda umna. So with the light language, remember you need to say yes to accept the healing part of it, and also use your emotional state, your heart. Let your heart speak to you about what I just said. Your heart is valuable. Your heart is beautiful. You, as a human being, are a treasure that other people need to see and hear, right? So the energies are asking you, so what are you doing? Are you paying attention? Or are you saying, oh, I'll leave it for tomorrow? I'm encouraging you not to leave it for tomorrow. Don't allow the universe to give it to you on a platter. For example, some people say, right, and you all agree at some level that notion of, oh, the universe will give me what I need. Will it? It won't give you what you need. It will give you what you require to make the move into a higher vibration. That's what the universe is doing. That's what God is doing. Now remember, you have your belief system, and you really got to tap into your belief system. You got to really believe in yourself, in knowing that you can say yes, then surrender, be still, be quiet, and just let it all manifest in front of you. Because sometimes as humans, right, we get in the way. And that's when problems start. That's when chaos rises, right? So the throat chakra is being expanded and opened up even more for your expression. What are you expressing? Are you telling the truth? Are you looking in the mirror and saying, hey, this is what's really going on, and be blunt about it? None of this love and light business. You can't do that. I mean, the love and light stuff is really good, right? Look, what I'm saying is, once you find clarity and you create peace within you, then you have the love and light. But if you want something new in your life that's going to be the most beautiful thing in your life, you have to get rid of the ugliness that's in your life. And everybody has ugliness. Everybody has energy that is ugly. So when I went down to my basement, and the basement is, so imagine, right, you know, as I always say, you are the house, right? You are the house that holds the energy, your private energy, the energy that you need to keep clean all the time, the energy that you need to hold like it's a precious thing. You need to look into your energy field and make sure that the threads of chaos are being ripped out. It's like varicose veins, right? This is what Gabriel is showing me, varicose veins. And the doctor takes his little utensil and picks the thread out of the leg, right? So that's what you're doing. The inner work gives you the light to see that thread. Because the darkness is very good at deception, right? So the throat. What are you needing to express? Be your true self, right? I call my business is called that, right? So I've discovered that if I am going to help you understand what that means, I have to be it. So that means if you are wanting others to change their lives, to see how your energy works, or your ideas or your opportunities work, you have to become those things. Gone are the days where you can buy a textbook, have a read, and then you can proclaim yourself to be this and that. Gone are those days. 5D is an energetic field that connects to your emotional, mental, and physical and spiritual bodies, right? Your house. But there are sections of your energetic house that go deeper within you. And I know, right? How much deeper can you go? And let me tell you, there is depth that you cannot see or know right now. But I want you to keep going. I want you to do the inner work. I want you to understand that everything that you're doing to create a good life for yourself, it's going to manifest because you are having the determination and the courage to go into your own darkness and say, enough is enough. So what have I done? I go down to my basement, right? This is my metaphor. And I put on my big garden boots and I have my my fire hose, the golden light that's Gabriel. And I have my sword that Archangel Michael gave me, and that's the sword of truth. You have to be so honest to yourself because you want to create the energy around you that speaks truth. So when you're talking to somebody, that energy is felt. Yeah? Hatam na isa kaun. Haum ta la taria. Ham nakta shaka ru to kam na sahi. And as I've said, Gabriel and I have integrated so much more. And his energy is so clean and beautiful. It's like he's got his wings wrapped around me, right? It's so nice. The thing though, his energy makes me look at my communication. How am I communicating to myself? What am I saying to myself? Because right now with these the shifts that we've been having since January or February, manifestation is at its peak. Everything you say out loud is manifesting. Have you noticed? Because I have. Tusha, ha nagdalik diain. Hataktuk hau paran. You must understand that the support that you have around you, your guidance, and I'm Gabriel now, is always willing to give you what you require to help you find clarity and understanding. We are here to help you to move into a higher vibration because it's time. It's time for you to understand more of yourselves. This is why the energies are so intense, because they're pushing you to understand more about yourself. Because when you do, the universe will then surround you and blend into your frequency, into your field, so you can manifest easily, quickly. Your guidance, your spiritual guidance, is closer to you than you may think. Sometimes what happens is they step aside because they know that you can handle it. But it is your free will. It is your free will that gets us, because I'm Gabriel, gets us to help you. Your free will is the key. And what's happening is, because of the intensity of the energies, and you have to look into your trust and your faith, your jealousy, your anxieties, and so on, you don't believe that you can go deeper. and you don't offer your free will to us to help. Now, let me explain something to you. We help you in ways, in subtle ways. Now, if you don't offer your free will, that's okay. That's your choice. We still help you, but it's slower. The energy is slower. Because we, the angelics, okay, we have to move through your energy field. And if you have a block of something, if you're blocking yourself, okay, so you're afraid, maybe there's a fear of not knowing something about yourself, or let me find something. The fear of understanding that you're going to be okay, because the human race has this thing about not understanding that you're going to be okay because of the chaos that's going on the planet. So what we suggest is I surrender. I surrender. I surrender. I love you. I love you. I love you. Mirror that back to yourself. Allow yourself to open your heart and know that you are loved every day, that you are supported. These things can come to you in the most subtlest way. It's all about becoming self-aware of your process. So he stepped aside now. And I had to do that. I had to completely trust that I was going to be okay. And that my high self was pushing me to make the changes that I needed so I can receive my abundance, so I can receive the peace of mind and the happiness. Like, I haven't felt this happy for a long time. I'm more relaxed. I'm more at peace. It doesn't mean that I'm not working. It doesn't mean that I've stopped doing the inner work. That continues. It's just on a different level of understanding. So I want you to breathe in the energy of support. Allow yourself to surrender. Allow yourself to hear the whispers of your higher self. Because your higher self is whispers. It whispers to you. It's not loud. The world is loud, right? The world has become loud to distract you. Now, the other thing that the energies are saying, find your support system, collaborate with other people who can help you hold space. Friends, good friend, lover, however it comes in. Because there's a lot of us who are doing this work to keep the stability of frequency on the planet. Many of us, I'm one of them. But there are many that you'll be surprised to learn who they are. And sometimes they may just be your everyday person who suddenly has this understanding that they have to do something, and then they go ahead and do it. Please don't get caught up in there's something wrong with me because I'm not in 5D. No, a lot of people are not in 5D. Let me tell you that. A lot of people are not in 5D. Did you hear that? The illusion, there's a false matrix that's giving the illusion that people are in there. But really have a look. 5D is peace, is inner peace, is inner quiet. If you have a problem and you can solve it and then suddenly feel and hear the energy just quiet down and be at peace, that's 5D. Remember, everybody has their opinion, and that's okay. So I am now coming back into the space of, offering my services, and I'm very grateful that I can. What are you grateful for? Telephone rang. Yes, what are you grateful for? I'm grateful that I have this group to be able to share my understanding. That's what I'm grateful about. I'm grateful that I took the courage to change my life, because now the abundance flows freely. The abundance that I am receiving I'm so in awe of it. And I want you to have this. I want you to know that you can achieve all the things that you want. You just have to get into your field of energy and move the threads of chaos. Right? And I know you can do it because you've been doing it for years, right? Every time we have a major shift that's occurring, and we've been having this one big shift since, let me think, March, I think. Or even April, I'm not sure. I think it was when I saw that huge wave of water coming into our field. Tap your heart. Know that you're worthy. Know that you need know that you are always given what you require to help you move forward. I'm encouraging you. I'm encouraging you to understand that when you calm down your chaos within your soul, you will have peace. And the abundance will then flow a lot easier. Don't take yourself for granted. Love yourself even more. Someone I know said once, you have to love yourself a lot more to be able to share the love to somebody else, right? The samne sa haliktian ta nam no show ta sali nim na hen kaum how to the kan si shate da. So thank you so much for showing up today. It's been a while, hasn't it? I will offer channeled session with Gabriel on a Zoom call. I will probably need someone to ask to facilitate with the questions and stuff, because it's quite amazing, right? I'm very happy how it all works. I just sit there, and it's like we sit together on a lounge, right? Me and Gabriel, and then suddenly he does this. He integrates into my energy field like holding my hand. And it also represents my spine of energy and his spine of energy, and we fuse it together. So I'm observing myself at the same time. And what I'm seeing when I have my eyes closed, so I understand why all the other people that do the channeling close their eyes, like Bashar and Lee Harris, right? All those people. When I close my eyes, I see this white light, right? I see this light pulsating like this. And then around it is this golden light, which is Gabriel. And it pulsates it just continues like this, right? I did have the pleasure of seeing an outline of him, so that was interesting. So he wants to talk to the world, and I'm going to be the vehicle for that. So I'm very excited about my new path. And if you want a private session with me, just reach out. We can always come to some negotiation of price. And allow yourself to surrender into the higher frequencies so you can have the best life that you can imagine for yourself. May the blessings of all be with you. May you find peace within yourself. May the love that you desire envelope you and love you every day. So until next time, always remember, be your true self.